my thoughts 2 days ago on Tyson Fury's rant at Anthony Joshua straight after Joshua stopped Alexander Povetkin to become the first person to actually stop Alexander Povetkin. And Tyson Fury, he kind of went in on Joshua, calling him a bum, beat an old man, and he struggled, and all this kind of thing. An absolute unnecessary rant when, as a fellow boxer, first and foremost, and a fellow Brit as well, you should kind of support your own. So anyway, I've seen that on Instagram, on Tyson Fury's social media, and I've seen today that IFL TV have uploaded it, and I looked at it because I was quite interested as to what people thought about it. And as you can see, just on your screen right now, 270 people like it, 547 people dislike it. Now, I know not everybody clicks a thumbs up or a thumbs down, okay, not everybody rates them, but how often do you go on to an IFL TV video and see more thumbs down than you do a thumbs up? So this goes to show that the fans are not liking what Tyson Fury is saying. And it's as I said before, you know, I'm a big fan of Tyson Fury, equally as much as I am Joshua. For me, I like them both because I support all British fighters first and foremost, and I've never hidden behind that. But I didn't agree with the fact that the way that he carries on with Joshua is pointless. I don't know what he achieved or what he tried to achieve by doing this. And especially as, you know, it's not Joshua's fault that Tyson Fury's been out the ring for 2.5 years. And when Tyson Fury did come back, he beat Sylvester Ferry, who was a part-time boxer, full-time promoter, and of course, it was an absolute clown show. But listen, I was happy with Tyson Fury taking that fight because after all that time out, he needed just a fight, just to get back under the lights again. And I was proud of him for coming back from going from deep suicidal depression at times with the war with UCAD and British Boxing Board of Control. And yes, okay, I was here making video after video lambasting the British Boxing Board of Control and UCAD for the way that they handled him, okay? But also the fact that he then took on Francesco Pianetta. Again, I was fine with that because, as I said, as a second fight, it is a bit of a step up. Listen, Pianetta, he got knocked out by Daniel Dubois' next opponent, and Tyson Fury went the distance with Pianetta. Could he have stopped him? Maybe, potentially. Did he hold back? Again, potentially, maybe. But again, he didn't look that good. To be honest, there were glimpses of the old Tyson Fury, but anywhere near what he was when he fought Vladimir Klitschko? Oh, hell no. Now, people may say that he needs to be in a big fight for him to be switched on. Arguably, okay, fine. But the thing is, when you're fighting Sylvester Ferry, then Pianetta, and then Wilder, what you don't do is chastise Anthony Joshua for beating Alexander Povetkin. Become the first person to stop Povetkin. Povetkin had the best resume in the heavyweight division. Well, he did, not anymore, because he just lost now to Anthony Joshua. So Joshua has the best resume. Now people say that, well, Tyson Fury, he beat the man to become the man, as in for the lineal. And that's a fair comment. Yes, he did. But what did he do on that? He didn't capitalise on it. And people felt let down by a lot of his antics and the way that he was going on. But Joshua not only beat that same guy, Vladimir Klitschko, but Tyson Fury didn't give him the rematch. Most people were picking Klitschko to actually switch on for this fight in a rematch and take out Tyson Fury. A lot of people were saying that Tyson Fury ducked him. Personally, I'm not one of them. I don't believe that he ducked him. I think that he had genuine depression. So you really can't criticise Anthony Joshua when, okay, so he's got the same belts as what Tyson Fury had, as in the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. Tyson Fury, for whatever reason, agreed to a rematch with Vladimir Klitschko, even though he was the mandatory for Klitschko. So therefore, he didn't have to give him a rematch. But he did anyway, and therefore got stripped of the IBF because he refused to fight Glasgow. So again, that belt is out the way. And of course, then he had to relinquish or about to get stripped of the WBA and WBO. So of course, those belts get dispersed because Tyson Fury retired on several occasions. He kept saying, I'm retired. So Joshua had to go around and collect all those belts one at a time. Wilder didn't do it, but yet Wilder gets respect from Tyson Fury. I don't understand this. I know there's rivalry, and potentially, you see a lot of people say that Tyson Fury is doing this because he feels he's going to beat Wilder and then come April 13th, he's going to get Anthony Joshua. Well, that's not going to happen. Unless Tyson Fury does not have a rematch clause put in, or sorry, Deontay Wilder doesn't have a rematch clause put into the contract in case he loses to Tyson Fury, which I'm not confident is going to happen. But then that would just be a stupid mistake. So of course there's going to be a rematch. So therefore Tyson Fury, whether he wins, he's not going to get April 13th against Joshua. If he loses, he's not going to get April 13th against Joshua. Do you know what I mean? It's pointless because Tyson Fury was unhappy that Joshua didn't call out Tyson Fury. Because, simple, Joshua talks about people who he wants to be fighting next or looks like he could be fighting next. At the minute, he doesn't have anybody. So he's not mentioning people's names. The reporter for Sky Sports mentioned Dylan White, mentioned Deontay Wilder, but he didn't mention Tyson Fury. But Anthony Joshua wished Tyson Fury good luck in his fight against Deontay Wilder. Likewise, he wished good luck to Deontay Wilder. But yeah, these two guys just go in on Joshua. It makes no sense. It really makes no sense. So again, with Tyson Fury, just look at the numbers. You may think that people's going to be reacting positively to you. They're not. People are starting to look at you and say, you're just acting like a Deontay Wilder fanboy, is what you're doing. And it's terrible. People don't like to see that. As I said in the previous video, you're bigger than this. You're better than this. You don't need to do this. I mean, to have a go at Anthony Joshua for defeating Alexander Povetkin, yet you want praise and criticism for beating and going the distance with Pianeta. Weigh it up. Not only that, what happens if you go in there against Wilder and get blasted? What then? Listen, if you want respect of the British public, try and big up Joshua a little bit, you know? Don't slag him off all the time. I'm not saying that, you should become a fan of his or praise him every interview. Either don't talk about him or just give him some props. Because Joshua collected these belts one at a time and beat the guy who Tyson Fury took those belts off also. So, it just goes to show that the public, and it isn't just me who's seeing this, the public are seeing this, Tyson. Don't go down this path. It's not worth the slippery slope that you're going down. You've got a pay-per-view coming up against Deontay Wilder. And unless you've got a guaranteed purse, you're probably going to be getting a split, whatever the split that may be. I have no idea. But you need as many pay-per-view sales as possible. People currently, if this fight was on tomorrow, people will go, nah, you're right, for the most part. Because you can't give Joshua any kind of credit whatsoever. You just can't do it. It's not in you to do it. So I don't know why he feels the need to do this. Every time Joshua fights, him and Wilder have to come out on social media and give it the big Why do you want to be the big un? There's no need for it. You've got to fight with Wilder, concentrate on Wilder. Clean your own house before you try and look at other people's houses. It's as simple as that. Concentrate on Wilder, and Wilder, concentrate on Fury. Leave Joshua out of your fight. And I know this is going to try and help you build this fight, but it isn't. It's going to deter people from watching your fight. Because people know, yes, like a Tyson Fury is lineal, but he's lineal because he hasn't had a proper fight in 3 years. I'm not saying that he wouldn't still be lineal, but there's a very good chance that he wouldn't have been. There's a very good chance that Klitschko would have beaten him in the rematch. There's also a very good chance that Tyson would have done the same thing to Klitschko in the rematch. We don't know because that fight never took place. And he's come back, he's taken on Seferi and Pianeta. As I said, I was perfectly fine with it. But you can't take on these guys and then criticise Joshua for going 7 rounds with Povetkin. Are you saying that Pianeta beats Povetkin? Because you went 10 rounds with Pianeta and didn't stop him? That's what you must be saying. And the fans are not happy with this, Tyson. I'm sorry, but they're really, really not happy with this. So, if I was you, stay the hell off social media. I know you blocked Joshua and Matchroom or whatever, and, each to their own, whatever. But, listen, don't do stupid rant videos. Concentrate on your fight with Wilder. Because you need to go in there fully focused. Because you're going to his backyard. We've seen how the WBC protect him. We've seen what they've done in the Luis Ortiz fight. So you are going to have to do an absolute demolition job on Deontay Wilder to get a victory. You could school him for 12 rounds, and there's still a very good chance you could get screwed on this one. So you are going to have to make it impossible for even Adelaide Bird to give Tyson Fury any rounds. Deontay Wilder any rounds. This is the kind of thing you're going to have to do, so you need to focus on Deontay Wilder. Don't worry about what's happening with Anthony Joshua and Povetkin or anybody else. So anyway, the fans have spoken, Tyson. They're not happy. Really not happy. Drop your thoughts below, click that thumbs up and subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.